Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's Alistair, this is Accessible Photography, and I am continuing my walk around Dunfermline, especially the old part of Dunfermline. So I'm back in the abbey grounds. I was going to say graveyard, that doesn't sound so good. Back in the abbey grounds where I left you last time. And if you remember last time, I had a dog with me, little Reem, and she's back home in Norway. And I'm able to walk around without having to worry about a dog, and I'm not having to worry about getting back to collect my car either. So I've got plenty of time. I've taken some photographs already. The bells are ringing nicely. But I've taken some photographs already, and I'm just going to take photographs. You'll see me taking those, and I'll probably not talk to camera too much because I don't like doing it in public. I've got to get back to doing that and getting used to it again. So I know I'm being watched just now, but hey ho, we'll just crack on and take some photographs of nice old Dunfermline. Well, that's a bit of a shame. That old building's closed. It's one of the oldest buildings in Dunfermline, and it's a cafe as well, and it's not open. I was looking forward to a coffee and a bun later, so we'll just wander around and find another way to the high street. Okay, so before we go to the high street, I'm going to have a look at some of the old gravestones here. Some of them can be really interesting, and some of the views from this abbey grounds. I'm finding it difficult to talk today for some reason. But yeah, behind me is the town hall. I've taken some photographs of that already. I'll show you that in a moment. But yeah, I'm just going to have a little look at some of these gravestones. So using f13 there, it seems to have got everything in focus. It's quite a bit of a difference between light and shade in this image, but I'm going to tweak that in post and hopefully get a nice image out of that, because that was a nice composition. What I'd like to do just now while I'm here is try and get the tower and some of the arches that are here as well. Now, I'm trying to remember what they're called, flying buttresses, if I remember correctly, that come out of the outside of the building to hold the building up, to hold the roof up. So I'm going to get a photograph of those with the tower. The other side of the building, when it's all in light, might be better. We'll have a go here first and then go around the back. The high street can wait. So the reason for doing this side and not the other is primarily because there's beautiful, what I think is a copper beach here. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's a copper beach, a small one. Then the arches to the side and this beautiful spire above. Now, best thing for this is to expose for the sunlit areas, the bright spots, and then bring the shadow up later. So I found it difficult to get everything in frame at f16 with the Zfc. Probably needs to get the 12mm out, which I don't have with me, to get it all in. I've had to step quite far back to get a horizontal image. I can obviously get a vertical image, but I was losing some of the tree that it really wants to have in there. A single vertical would probably work. It probably gave me what I wanted, but just in case, what I did was a very basic handheld panorama, and I'll see if I can stitch those together and get the image that I was looking for. So here's what I'm doing in the last video, is using trees as a frame. There we go. Nice and easy. So enough of the Abbey just now, let's go and have a look at the I keep calling it the High Street, but it's not the High Street. It's a street that runs parallel to the Abbey. I'll get the name and I'll put it up in a moment, because I think the High Street itself is a pedestrian area full of old shops. I mean, not old shops, the classic city centre shops these days. There's some interesting architecture in there anyway, so I'll take a walk around and we'll have a look and see. But the old street beside the Abbey, that's the place to be.
ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ
So you may have noticed that I'm using the ZFC. I have actually mentioned it once already, if I've kept that in the edit. And there is a reason for this. The ZF has gone. I'm hoping to get another one in replacement. I will talk about that in a future video. So photographer's nightmare is blue sky, but I actually quite like it. So part of that nice old house is actually accessible from the back where the sun is, so I'm going to make the most of it. As you probably see from the video, photographing at an angle is not the best because it just seems to run away downhill a lot. That's because it's a wide angle lens, and yeah, it's going in that direction. What more can I say? So I've got to concentrate and make sure I don't have that problem that you're seeing on the video just now. Right. And to get everything in, I've had to step over a little hedge there. So for that image, what I did was took the f-stop down to the smallest number, which is opening it wide, so increased the speed to about 2000 because it's a very bright day, and the idea was to try and get a little bit of distancing between the unicorn and the building behind, which is difficult because they're really quite close, but just wanted to soften the building quite a bit. So I just fought my fear of photographing people by actually asking if I could take pictures. So there's a couple of pictures here of a couple of old ladies on the high street having a wee drink and a cigarette. So getting some of the modern as well as the old here, and doing a bit of street photography as well, which is unusual for me. There's a lot to photograph when you just go into your local town. So I'm back in the park where I started this all off a few weeks ago when I was out walking the dog and getting the car serviced. I've not been pressured by time this time. I've not had a dog to look after, and I'll be able to concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm still not concentrating as much as I would like because I'm trying to make a video, and it's difficult to get the images you really want when you're concentrating on the camera, and the fact the camera might not be, as in the video camera, might not be right beside you and there's people walking around. So it's difficult to concentrate that way. But I've been out, I've finished this video now showing Dunfermline, the old buildings, the new buildings, the people of Dunfermline. And I hope it inspires you to get out and go to your hometown and take photographs. Because it's very easy to think there's nothing to photograph where I live, I need to go somewhere, and I'm very, very bad for that. I've got to go somewhere to take photographs, and you don't. I mean, I don't want to walk around my village and take photographs, that's just wrong. But coming into a city is much, much easier, or a large town. Technically Dunfermline is a city, reality it's a large town. Anyway, that's me for now. So thank you for watching, and remember to get out, take pictures, and have fun doing so. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.